If you're new, press the bell icon to get the latest notifications.
Assalamu alaikum everyone, and welcome back to Bitcoin Update today. And it's quite interesting to see what is happening with Bitcoin today on Tuesday. So personally to me, I think that Tuesdays are the days when stop losses are taken away. I know it's quite scary for Bitcoin right now. We're pushing to the downside, but it's still, the structure is not really lost at the moment. Even though it seems like the structure wants to be lost actually, but we're not still losing the structure. I want to go back into the weekly time frame here, and I want to analyze what is going on a weekly time frame, because I do have my doubt that this is not a three white soldier, but it might look like a bearish pattern. And I'm going to tell you what kind of a bearish pattern that I think it is. So bearish, I don't know, bearish mat, something like this, bearish mat hold pattern. I don't know, not even bearish mat hold pattern. It's actually, I forgot the name, but basically it looks something like this. You make a very strong green candle. Number one, you make the strong green candle. Number two, you make a smaller green candle, and the third one is even a smaller one. So this is actually, I don't remember the name really, but it's something like that. Pattern identical to three white soldiers. I know I actually bring in three white soldiers and three black rows. It's been funny, I know, but I'm not getting the results right here, guys. Hopefully I'm going to check it in the future, exactly what the name really is. I just don't remember how the name is. Maybe we can get it right over here. We're not getting it right over there. Let's not waste time actually for this one. We're going to look at it in the future. Now let's dive into the daily time frame, and today is Tuesday, and we do have a bearish, almost a bearish engulfing right now. So that's a little bit weird, because this pattern is just becoming a little bit out of hands right now. So what I'm going to do is drop in this trend line right over there, and if you're going to start to close this below that trend line, it's going to look bad. But one thing I want to tell you clearly, that you don't want to go below 22,000. Again, 22287 is actually going to be a very bad idea for Bitcoin. The technical target, although, is still in play out of this bull flag. Okay, so the only thing I'm going to leave you with is that you do have a bull flag on the daily time frame. I don't know how you get to the technical target, but as long as you're not down to $20,412, and remember, today's the last day of the month. Okay, today's the last day of the month. We need to see what happens to Bitcoin and how the monthly is going to close. Now, I don't think closing near 22,855 is going to mean that Bitcoin is bullish again, because I told you before, I personally wanted to see that Bitcoin comes to $26,000. So basically, bull run might still not start just yet. Maybe it might not start, even though there are some technical factors that are suggesting that's the bottom. This is really we're in a certain time where we don't know if we're at the bottom or not. We can certainly still drop to the downside as well, because for me, what I'm talking about actually is, if we go back into the monthly time frame, this is what I want to tell you. Okay, now I'm going to remove all the lines once again, and I want to show you one thing here, that was your flag right over there. Boom. And then you have this flag right over here. So basically we have this technical target of the flag being all the way from there to there, and it actually does show $8,736. Okay, that's one thing that I know based on the pattern. Now the problem that I'm saying, because you see Bitcoin, I've said this again and again and again and again, that we need to come up and break 25,091. And if the monthly had closed right over there, that would have been amazing, right? You could actually just come up here, break this level, and close near 26,000. That would have actually been quite a bullish statement, because you invalidate the bear flag. Now, however, the problem with this is that, what if the question, okay, the question to look at, the question to ponder is, what if February you start the month like a little bit green, and then you start to drop like this all the way down? Then this was nothing more than coming down, making the bear flag, popping to the downside, going back for the retest. When you went to, for the retest, you got rejected. The next month followed with the red candle, and then you continue lower, and maybe that could be the bottom down somewhere here, right? So that's one thing to look after, and I'm going to be transparent as much as possible. But there's one more last thing before I close the video, and that is on the monthly we have a morning star too. So all in all, the final conclusion on a higher time frame, which I don't think anyone is willing to trade and risk something like 31%, right? But based on a higher time frame, which there's a little bit of a gap in the prices, if you end up coming down and taking out the lowest part of that morning star and coming down like this, that is actually a negative statement to continue even lower. So basically coming down to nearly 15,421 is going to be game over for the bull run actually, and that was a huge bull trap. That's going to be a bull trap and a confirmation of a bull trap. So what it is, can February still go up and make this morning star play? We can still actually even in February come up to 26,000. That will still be okay. If you do end up by February coming up to 26, 27,000 and close it right at those levels, that's also perfectly okay, because you break the bear flag. This is a morning star, you have a green candle, and by February and then March you continue higher, you make 3 white soldiers, and then boom, continue even higher. That's it. So that's pretty much it for this update on Bitcoin right now. Hopefully, going to see you in the next one. Allah Hafiz.